Hi everyone, Kristina here. Welcome to another card video at my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to walk you through 5 different birthday cards, and this is a really long video. I went hog wild with the new release from Simon Says Stamp. There are so many fun birthday products in this release. In fact, all of these that I'm showing you today are ones that I contributed to the release. I designed these, and I've had these cards in the back of my mind since I designed all these products months ago. So here are some of the products from the release. I've got 2 stamp sets here that I'm going to be using today. One is called Big Birthday Greetings, and the other is Tiny Words Birthday. And Big Birthday Greetings also has a coordinating die set that not only has the cake, the candle, and the balloon images from the stamp set, but a new greeting that doesn't match with anything in the stamp set. It's just to have a die. And then I've got the confetti stencil over there, which will be super fun, and then those tiny little greetings. I'm also going to be using the rounded alphabet from Simon, and then I thought I was going to use this petal envelope die, but I ended up not using it, so you can ignore that part. So I'm going to be showing you how to use Distress Oxide inks in, I think, 6 different ways in this video. And in this first card, I'm going to be doing some really simple ink blending. In fact, this card starts off in one direction, and then I learn a valuable lesson near the end, and I have to improvise. So you'll want to make sure you watch this all the way through. In fact, I kind of felt like this entire set of cards was a comedy of errors because there were so many things that happened that I had to kind of think on my feet and change things up at the last minute. And I know you guys love that because whenever that happens in a video, I get comments and you guys are like, we love it when you show your mistakes and how you fix them. So for all of you out there who love to see that, I hope today's video helped you or, overcome those errors that you have in your own crafting. So I'm using the same 5 colors of distress ink for all of my cards today. I will add a hickory gray stamped portion on one card, but for the most part, everything is using these 5 colors. I've got peacock feathers, seedless preserves, picked raspberry, ripe persimmon, and mustard seed. And this is a great kind of rainbow combination of Distress Oxide inks. For that first blending, I just used the life-changing blender brushes from Picket Fence Studios. And now I've set it aside to dry. It's actually been a couple hours at this point between when I blended and now I'm moving on. And I checked that background to make sure it would be safe to add heat embossing powder because that Distress Oxide ink stays wet for a little bit longer. And so I wanted to make sure it was completely dry before I went on to stamping this. So I've got 2 greetings from the Big Birthday Greeting stamp set, and I'm stamping these in Versamark ink. I did prep the area with an anti-static powder tool, just in case any of that ink blending was completely dry. And then I sprinkled on white embossing powder. This is alabaster embossing powder from Burtis Monroe. Hit that with the heat tool until everything was smooth and melted. And then the edges just seemed like it needed a little something, so I ran my Versamark pad over the edges of that blended piece and then just dipped it into my little tub of the white embossing powder. This is going to add a really organic, almost a brush-stroked edge to this entire piece here. And I thought it looked really, really cool having kind of that rough edge because everything else looks very pristine. The very smooth blending, the sharp edges of the embossing powder greeting. I just thought it needed a little something on the edges. For my card base, I'm using some black onyx cardstock from Gina K, and I'm actually prepping a 5x7 card base because I wanted the black to show around the ink blended piece, but that ink blended piece was the exact size of an A2 card. It was 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, and because of that,